Hello, hi, my name is Chidinma Dureke, aka Chichi. I am a visual artist, a painter, illustrator, graphic design artist, all that good stuff.
A lot of my work stems from trying to have a better understanding of my culture and where I'm from, where my parents are from, them making that journey and coming over to this country, not knowing anyone, and making a life for themselves. And history is so important to me, and I tend to want to learn more about other cultures and learning more about history and things that happened way before my time, because it all becomes relevant in today's time as well. And without knowing your history, how could you know where you're going or where you're from or who you are, what you represent? So said, I started, because I went to a predominantly white university, I struggled with trying to assimilate and still having an understanding of who I am. So, and I think it's important to experience that, because while I was there, I noticed that although I was there and I was like the only quote unquote African in the art department, I noticed that there was a story there and there was meaning behind me actually pursuing this and wanting to be an artist. So when we would have to think about, okay, what inspires you? What do you want to create? Yes, you know how to paint, but what is the story that you're trying to tell? And so I realized that storytelling is a huge part of my work. Africa doesn't just have one look. There's South Africa, there's a western part of Africa, east and north. The continent represents has a different aesthetic. So there's a certain style, a certain way that we dress. And so I think my work would best represent, and I don't like when people try to box my work into just being African or Afrocentric, because I was born here and raised with both cultures. I try to have both of those things be represented in my work. But if it did just represent Africa, I think it would have more of a Western African feel to it, where you do again have those head wraps and how women would tie the gilly as big as to represent wealth or to represent their presence in the room. I think it would shift our narrative and show how important African culture is in today's culture, and how our aesthetic is being used in so many different countries, from the way we wear our hair to the African fabric that we wear, to the head wraps. Head wrap has become even Asians are wearing head wraps. So that's become a huge phenomenon as well. So I think other people, most of my friends who were in school are studying to be engineers, lawyers, doctors, and I'm saying like, no, I really want to do this, and I feel like I can be successful at it. Dealing with those things and having such a close connection to my parents and having them support me along the way, I definitely don't think I would be where I am now. And that would be my advice, is to have those conversations with your parents and show them other people who are actually being successful at being artists, and show them that everyday things that they use, someone designed it, an artist designed it, the home they live in, an architect designed it. So art is not just one-dimensional, but there's so many different levels and aspects to it. And I think our generation is helping other older generations to see that you can be successful as an artist.